In the Philippines, many families struggle to survive to provide food and other basic needs for their own. Consequently, Filipino children often only receive a limited amount of education and then go to work to catch fish with fishermen, to dig shells or clams, to raise crops on the family farm, to collect wood to sell, such as pawwood, coconut limbs, made into sheaf for roofing or as fuel for the kitchen. Or they sell items at the local market. Many other children are sent to live with more financially able relatives or even with people in the city where they become working students required to work in exchange for the cost of their school expenses. Sometimes these children are exploited and find themselves in horrible situations, as Lolita Hemingway, co-founder of I Am Born Again Ministries, can describe from her own personal experience as a working student.
When my mom died, one day somebody gave the news to the radio, and then somebody sent to the radio the news, and my sister knows that about and they heard, and they are from the city, they are working student, and immediately they come up to the mountain and looking for us. And then we decided to go with them in the city. Life in the city is very hard because we live like survival also. We stay in the one room that's with my sister and my brother-in-law live with their son, and then me and my sister with him. And it's hard because my stepfather, my brother-in-law is working. It's like $1 a day, tricycle, and it's not enough for our food, our meals. Sometimes our breakfast is lunch, and then our lunch is on dinner at night. And also, you look for place to plant of the vegetable, but you cannot able to plant any. I start working student because I want to finish my high school. Being a working student, whatever the works of your boss house, you need to do it. I work all day, washing clothes by hands, and then cleaning the house, and then cook and taking care of the 3 children, and then at night I go to school.
Some working students are even forced into human trafficking or worse. And in the tribal areas, getting an education is especially difficult, where more than 50% discontinue their education after elementary school. I Am Born Again Ministries' child sponsorship program began when ministry supporters responded to a request to help a local student, Jaquilo Lopez, with school expenses.
And I go in the church with my classmates in the school. Then pastor, they pray me, then I receive Jesus as personal savior of my life. Then I go in the house, then I'm so happy. Then I always come back every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is the Bible study, then Sunday is the church. Then I'm so excited going to the church because I love Jesus. One Sunday, they offer that it's okay for me that I'm going to stay here. Then I go to my parents, then I tell them if it's okay to them that I'm going to stay here. I stay here. I learn how to pray, how to sing to God, and I love the work in this ministry.
Mayo kayo kaya. Masayaan na lang.
Yes, I'm so proud because Jaquilo has been helping us.
Yes. The program grew with the interest in helping other local students who were involved in the ministry's children's church, about 40 or 50 kids. All were sponsored that year, which was more of a blessing than people could understand.
Nagpasalamat po ako sa Panginoon.
So thankful to our Lord Jesus Christ because He is one of the sponsor child.
Dati kasi ay hindi ako pumapasok, minsan-minsan ako pumapasok.
Before he's always experienced that he most of the time he is absent from school, and because he is always a babysitter.
At
Being a babysitter, he is watching them day and night, and he is the one take good care of them. And he always, he could not sleep because if the youngest brother is crying, so he need to be up also. When the mother is going to work, she always tell Ezekiel that have patience because this is our life. And during the time that he stay here at this refuge house, and that's the time that he can say that he has a life change.
at nung
When he's staying here, he experienced that every day he has food for their snack at school. He have always ride, and he can go everywhere, every barangay that Pastor Harold Atleta wants him to go with them. And he noticed that when he started staying here, he noticed that his grade is higher, and because he has always time to study and review the lesson.
In order to meet the needs of as many children as possible, sponsorship funds are placed in a special sponsorship account and are distributed to each child according to his or her needs. These needs include tuition and PTA fees, school uniforms, transportation where possible, raincoat and/or an umbrella, school supplies, snacks, school projects, and other school-related items. Children who stay in the refuge are also provided with everything they need: meals, clothing, and hygiene items. The refuge is a place for children to come when they need to get away from something, where they can get love and they know the Lord is there and they're safe.
To all I Am Born Again Ministry, to all the sponsors, we are so blessed and thankful for having you to be our sponsors. Because of you, these children were able to go to school, provided everything, their needs from head to toe, spiritually.
We teach our children to pray daily for everyone who is part of I Am Born Again Ministries and the sponsorship program. We also assign each child a specific individual prayer partner that they can identify with as helping to provide for their schooling. These children pray for you daily. Words cannot express how great a blessing you are when you become part of the school sponsorship program. You are helping children receive an education that will not only improve their lives, but possibly even help to save their lives.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you and God bless you. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
You can help save a life. Sponsor a child today.